Hello and welcome to this special edition of Across the Park podcast. It's Derby week upcoming, and on this episode of the show, we're going to be speaking to friend of the show, Paddy Pimblett. Obviously now a UFC fighter. Paddy, how are we, mate?
I'm good, lad. I'm good. Sitting in the sun. It's better than being by ours.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't know, if you do, maybe you do. But Paddy's over in San Diego at the moment, as he said. He's lapping up the sun, so I'm disturbing his sunbathing. So I'm going to try and make this one quick.
Son, this lad's only 20 to 2. This lad, yeah. It's fucking where's Sam, lad, mid-afternoon. It's Thanksgiving as well, which is a fucking mad one.
He's right. Have you been training out there, Pad, or?
Yeah, I've been training that every single day.
That's right. Good stuff. Yeah, obviously, for all our listeners, we've been promising that we're going to do a bit of a special show. We've had quite a few famous faces on, people that we've done podcasts with in the past. Regular listeners will know we've done a couple of podcasts with Paddy. We're keeping track of his career. Obviously, doing really well over in the UFC now. Absolutely stellar first debut performance. Everyone at the podcast proper enjoyed it. But it is Derby week, and it's one of them that takes over the city of Liverpool. So, it's been good to get Reds and Blues. As everyone who knows Paddy knows, he's a massive Red. So we just wanted to get his thoughts going into the week. So if we just sort of focus on the Derby, Pad, what's your first Derby memory?
First Derby memory?
Or your best, let's say your favourite then, instead of your first.
I was there when Origi scored in the 96th minute, lad. You can't beat it. It was the best Derby goal ever.
Yeah, I mean, it is, isn't it? It's one of them where it might not be the nicest looking goal, but it was certainly
but it was, lad. It felt special, lad. Oh, yeah. That was brilliant.
They had an hangover from it from about 3 seasons or something.
That was brilliant. That was sick. Everyone going bananas, lad. Loads of people had left as well because it was that late on.
Yeah, and that's it, isn't it? I mean, it's one of them. Like when them types of goals, we've had more than our fair share of them. To be honest, we had one. Remember the Christmas derby and Marnie scored in like the last minute.
Yeah.
We seem to have like them more of them moments than they've had against us. The best that they can probably cling to is Jagielka with a rocket to get a draw.
Yeah, I can remember that one as well. That one was horrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, you living in the city, me and you both know, what it's like in the run up to Derby week. Everyone in the workplace is all talking about it. Loyalties at work, amongst mates, in families, divided. What do you sort of, what's your group, your makeup like in your family and your mates? Are you like split down the middle or?
All my family's Reds, lad. We've got there's no one that bitter in my family. We're nice. But,
What about with like the group?
Oh yeah, my mates had this. There's a few more Reds, I think, or we're nearly split in half down the middle.
Yeah, we've got a few more Blues in ours, but
lads, since the past few seasons when we got good again, lad, they just can't face it, can they? It's heavy.
Yeah,
you've got extra bitter over the past like 3 seasons.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is mad, it's one of them. It's one of them things, as I say, in the city of Liverpool, you just get them real divided loyalties, and everything's hyped up, isn't it? Obviously, looking ahead to the derby itself. I mean, what are you thinking about the Liverpool team going into it? And obviously, now going into it, and Everton led by Rafa Benitez.
I still think we scored a few goals. Personally, like I'm always confident in this Liverpool team, lad. As you've seen over the years, you've seen much worse teams than this, lad. So, every single game, I think we're going to win like 3-0 or something.
Yeah. What about Rafa being at the in the hot seat for them now? How did you feel when Rafa got the appointment and now obviously going into a derby with Rafa there?
I thought it was a bit mad at first, obviously thinking fucking hell, our former managers who won the Champions League with us, one of our most famous nights, possibly our famous ever night, is now the Everton manager. But the best manager they could get, lad. He's very good. You know what I mean? I was saying to me mates who are Everton fans, lad, you should be made up with him because he's a very good manager. And some of them were saying we don't want him in that, but now he's won them over. But now they're half turning on him again, aren't they? So never know what.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation, isn't it? Because the way you think about it with Rafa there, it's like if we win that game, and our fans are singing his name to sort of.
I was about to say that. That's what I remember saying it to use. On this, lad. I need a ticket. Anyone got any tickets, lad, for this? I need a ticket.
You back?
Yeah, I'm back, lad, for that game.
Aye,
Back
yeah.
on Monday, lad, so I'm back, lad. I need a ticket for that derby for when we're like 4-1 up and everyone's like, Rafa Benitez. Be sick, that.
Yeah, it's one of them. You know, it'd be interesting to see how that pans out if we do win it, and that happens. And obviously, I don't want to think about it, but obviously the other way around, how will we feel if it goes the other way? It's a
It
strange
won't go,
one.
will it? We all know what's going to happen, lad. We're going to teach them a lesson, a footballing lesson once again.
Absolutely expecting that. Like, I mean, I don't know whether you've seen the amount of injuries they've got for this game. I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what sort of side are they even going to be able to put out?
I said 5-1 for Arsenal the other day, and I'm thinking like 5-0 for this Everton game.
Well, you'd be right. I'd absolutely cherish a 5-0 here, like, I won't lie. I'd be saying that. So you're back for it. I thought you were going to still be over there. I was going to ask you where you'd be watching the derby, but it looks like you're going to have to put your feelers out to get a ticket.
Yeah, I'm going to have to bang it on my Insta, lad, see if someone can get me a ticket. To be honest, I need to be at that game because I went to watch the Porto game in the match in the Boozer yesterday, and they never even had us on. They had City PSG. I weren't happy.
Oh, nightmare. No, to be fair though, the Porto game I went and it wasn't the most exciting game. But,
I would have only watched the first half anyway as well, and there was no goals because I had to go to training, lad, at 1:30, and the second half started at like 1 here, and you can't just walk to training here, lad. Everything's a card anyway.
Oh yeah, it's different, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, in terms of Liverpool team, have you got any thoughts? What you want to see out there? Is there any? Obviously, we've seen against Porto, Thiago probably put in a man of the match performance, and we know in the derby last season, the one that he got injured in, he was probably man of the match in that game as well. Is it a time to see Thiago go back in a derby?
Yeah, defo. Thiago, Hendo, Fabinho.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying. Like me and the lads, we've been speaking about it. That's the midfield, isn't it?
Tomiskas at left back.
Would you keep Tsimikas in? Would you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's been playing well, but Robertson's back from injury. He came on against Porto. I reckon there's a chance that we might play Tsimikas.
He hasn't looked that good in the past few weeks, though, has he?
But
like who was it West Ham or Brighton where he had the stinker against and he shouldn't have played?
Probably West Ham, but both. To be honest, he hasn't been in great form. You know what I mean? And then obviously he got injured. But I've just got a sneaky suspicion we'll play Tsimikas against Southampton and then we'll bring Robertson back for the derby. I think he's got that bit of
he has for it. Yeah, I was about to say he's got that bit for the derby, that little thing in him that what drives him on. But I just wouldn't take Tomiskas out till he makes a mistake, because he's playing very well.
He is. I agree. Yeah, so that's an interesting one for Klopp, to pick on. I mean, we're saying there about Robertson maybe having a little bit of alas, what you need for a derby. How important is it that we've got Trent in the team who understands and knows what a derby's about?
Yeah, of course. You need the scouts in the team. I've always said it for years. You've got to have at least one scouser in the team, lad. Fucking letting everyone know what the score is. And even though he's one of the youngest, lad, he's obviously doing that.
But that's it, isn't it? I mean, he's not necessarily the sort of like the leader who's going to be barking stuff out to everyone, but he'll be the one in the dressing room who's sort of saying, how big this game is. Like this is when I was a kid, this meant everything. All that sort of stuff. So I think it's definitely important, isn't it, to have a scout connection in the side? And
yeah, it is, of course.
Going to be the one for us. Just trying to think, is there any other questions or anything that? Is there any comments or any messages you want to deliver to the blue side of the park?
No, not really. Fucking Desi and Sam can't wait to slap you. Because they're Everton fans, that they mate too. Everton fans, that
is right. Yeah, well, hopefully they're on the losing side of the park and we're on the winning side.
Hopefully that they will be. Come on, they will be on the losing side. It's that simple.
Love all that.
The Everton we're talking about here.
Yeah, I mean, they're not in great shape, are they, at the moment?
The one last season doesn't even count. There was no fans at.
Yeah, I know that strange situation, that isn't it? And the one that they had there at Anfield, there was no one there to actually celebrate.
It doesn't even count, lad. They deserve that though. They deserve that for being like, you've never even got to have a parade with the trophy. You've never got to see us actually win at Anfield, did you dickheads?
Lovely. All right. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. It's been great to catch up with you, get your thoughts ahead of the derby. As I say, for we're going to be putting it in together in a show, and basically getting it out there, letting our listeners, what some of the famous faces that we've spoken to, I'm looking forward to and what they're thinking about the game. Been great to speak to you, Pad, and safe travels on your way back, and hopefully we can catch up again. You know, once you're back in the UK. When's the next fight?
Not till March, I don't think, lad. So I'm chilling for a little bit, but I could have to come back over to San Diego. I don't know just yet.
Okay. Yeah, well, keep training, keep your hands in, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your holiday and the break.
Yeah, fucking, as I say, I'm on Monday, lad, but another nice few days in the sun. Can't go wrong.
Absolutely. Enjoy it, mate. Okay.
Nice one, fella.
See you later, Pod.
See you later, lad. Ta-ra.